Hi everyone, my name is Bestin, and today I'm going to tell you about the branches of linguistics. Before I'm going to tell you what are the branches of linguistics, first I'm going to tell you what is linguistics. We must know what is linguistics, guys. I'm telling you first what is linguistics because it's important and it's the basic what we know to learn the branches of linguistics. Let's get to know what is linguistics. Linguistics is the scientific study of language. We all know that language is all around us. It is enable us to communicate with others, express ideas and also emotions, and that can make us to think that all around world in a different way. That we know all the human languages have an intricate layers of knowledge, structure, and also meaning. And did you know who study linguistics called? Who study linguistics, it calls linguists. Linguists seek to better understand the nature of language, how they came about, how they evolve, how human acquires languages, the commonalities and differences between language, and a variety of the other things of value. Because of the complex nature of languages, the study of linguistics is divided into multiple branches. And now we can look at the branches of linguistics. Let's check it out one by one. Branches of linguistics. Due to intricate structure of languages and their far-reaching impact, these are various subfields, domains, and specialist branches of linguistics. Here are the main branches of linguistics with example. Number 1 is psycholinguistics. Psycholinguistics aspect of language and also linguistics. Psycholinguistics is the most popular branches of linguistics. An example of psycholinguistics is found in the study of human perceived language. Such branches of linguistics also seek to understand how human acquires and master languages. Psycholinguistics also work with a child psycholinguist and conduct research on speech and language development to understand how humans perceive and produce language. And then number 2 is sociolinguistics. Sociolinguistics is the impact of the society on the language and also linguistics. Sociolinguistics is another one of branches of linguistics that serve a crucial function in our understanding and application to linguistics. Because language is a deeply human and social construct, sociolinguistics deals with the effect of different aspects of society on language. On top of that, it studies the interaction of languages of another people from different cultures and heritage interact. One example of sociolinguistics is the emergence of different dialects of language. As the study, one of the examples is Hindi English, and we know it calls English. And number 3 is applied linguistics. Applied linguistics involves the particular use of linguistics to solve real-life problems. Linguistics make use of other fields such as sociology, psychology, anthropology, and anything else to better understand how to apply their study of linguistics to help people and solve real word comes from. It is best to understand such branches of linguistics with an example. Applied linguistics can be seen in speech therapy, translating texts from different cultures or ages, and even in the process of second language acquisition and the second language translation. And number 4, we have computational linguistics. This is a relatively new branch of linguistics that deals with use of language by using computer or programs. Such branches of linguistics leverage computer science to analyze, model, and produce speech. One example of computational linguistics is the Google Assistant that we know, in the Google, that's use a natural language processing and speech recognition systems to do your bidding, to do what you want. And next, number 5, we have comparative linguistics. As the name suggests, this branch of associated with identifying similarities and differences between languages that have a common origin. For instance, Romance languages like Italian, French, and Spanish differ in speech and construction, even though they all originated from Vulgar Latin of the Roman era. Studies in comparative linguistics also include studying distant language, such as Sanskrit and German, that are separated by thousands of kilometers and years, but which nevertheless have structural and etymological similarities. And then next we have number 6, historical linguistics. This is one of the more intriguing branches of linguistics. It studies the evolution of languages over a period of time and analyzes the changes that took place within them. One of the purposes of this branch is the examination of dead languages such as Latin, Sanskrit, Asian, Greek, and anything else, and the emergence of current language from them. Historical linguistics also enable us to reconstruct earlier stages of language. Historical linguistics also enable us to reconstruct earlier stages of language to understand how grammar, semantics, and phonetics can change over time. Last but not least, number 7, we have stylistics. This is another one of important branches of linguistics. It is the study of the interpretation of style and the rhetorics as employed by different authors within a language. Oftentimes, such interdisciplinary branches of linguistics include the study of literature with legs. One analyzes symbolism, rhyme and rhythm, dialogues, sentence structures, and anything else. For example, the language used in politics and advertising is very different from that of religious texts and classical literature. The analysis of that comes within the domain of stylistics. So, that is the main of branches of linguistics. But we have some more branches of linguistics. Let's see one by one too. Some more branches. While it is important to know about the major branches of linguistics with an example, it is also equally necessary to learn the different subfields of linguistics that deal with the utterance of single sounds, word order, and meaning construction. Here are a few structural branches of linguistics that one needs to know about. Let's check it out. First, we have phonetics, the study of sounds in speech in cycle terms. The scientific study of speech sounds that investigate how humans perceive and produce sounds. Three subfields make up this branch, namely articulatory phonetics, acoustic phonetics, and perceptual phonetics. And number 2, we have phonology. Phonology, the sound in a speech in cognitive terms. This branch studies how different sounds came together to form the spoken words of a language. It is the systematic arrangement of sound patterns in languages and dialects. And then we have syntax, the study of formation and structure of sentences. Syntax is the study of rules of the word arrangement to form proper phrase and sentence. In English, the simplest form of syntax follows the subject plus verb plus object. That's the formula. Next, we have semantics. Semantics, the study of meaning. Semantics is one of the special branches of linguistics that deal with the study of meaning, references, and also the truth. Semantics is related to various other fields and disciplines such as pragmatics. The next is morphology. Morphology, the study of formation of words. Morphology is the branch of linguistics that deals with the study of words, their information, and their relationship with other words within the same language. Whenever one is dealing with etymology, root words, prefixes, suffixes, and word seams, and something like that, one is operating in the domain of morphology. And the last, we have pragmatics. Pragmatics, the study of use of language. This is the one of more unique branches of linguistics, in that it studies how the context of spoken or written languages relates to semantics or meaning of the word. Pragmatics also borrows heavily from social linguistics and investigates how contextual clues can alter meaning in social interaction. Here a sea of language. While we're at it, let us also take a look at the hierarchy of languages and how similar units come together to form bigger, more complex structures of a language. Below, we start with the smallest unit, or phoneme, and progress towards to complete text. And number 1, we have phonemes. These are the smallest units of language that distinguish one word from another. It contains the letters S, T, W, P in the word C, J, W, and B are phonetic elements. Number 2 is syllables. A word of part, a word that contains one vowel sound. For instance, the word day has one syllable, while daily has 2 syllables. Day, daily have 2 syllables. And then number 3, we have morphemes. A morpheme is the smallest unit of meaning that a word in a language can be divided into. For instance, the word unreasonable can be divided into three sections: unreasonable. Next, number 4, we have words. A word is defined as the smallest sequence of phonics that can stand on its own. Contrast this with morphemes that do not stand on their own. For instance, the word management can stand on its own as an entity in language. Its constituent morpheme meant it's canon, so management meant that's. Number 5, we have phrase. Any group words that are used together without a full verb, it's called phrase. Phrase can be just a single word or a complete sentence, but do not include the subject-verb pairing. For instance, under the bed, a box of chocolate. In the air, that's for examples. Number 6 is clauses. A clause is a group of words that has a subject and verb. For instance, Rahul swim fast. That's an example of the clauses. And next, number 7, we have sentence. Sentences are a group of words that express a complete thought. They are similar to clauses but have a more short segment to make. Some example is Rahul swim fast, but not as fast as Summer. It's a sentence that consists of two clauses and separated by a but. And the last, number 8, we have text. Finally, a text is a coherent sequence of sentences, be it spoken or written, that is up for critical analysis and interpretation. Text can be classified by genre or type, such as poems, essays, books, news and conversation, and anything else. So, that is the basic hierarchical structure of language. Although, we've used English as an example. This is true for most languages of the world. So, that's all about the branches of linguistics. Thank you and see you in the next video.